Hello, I'm Erin Giudice, and this is my husband, Michael. And our kids, Will and Kate, are in the top there. They're waving, our teenagers. Our daughter, Kate, is a senior in high school, and our son, Will, is a sophomore at Salisbury, and he's home from college for this weekend. We wanted to talk to you a little bit about why we are here at Towson, and why we started coming, and why we keep coming, and why this is an important part of our lives. We started attending Towson back when I was pregnant with Will, almost 20 years ago, amazingly. We first came here actually because we were new to this area. We just moved here together to the Hampton neighborhood, and we're looking for a church home. And we started coming here. Michael actually grew up Catholic. I grew up Presbyterian, and we knew Methodist was a good mix there that worked well for us in the past, which it tends to. And when we started attending here, actually, we decided we were going to church shop. We came here, and we never went anywhere else, so that was some good shopping there. The very first time that we came, we actually bumped into Ginny Cummings, who's a member here, many of you may know. I happened to already know her from working downtown at the University of Maryland Hospital with her. And she told me that first time I saw her, she chatted with me after church and said, "This is a great place to raise a family." And that's exactly what we were looking for. So I said, this sounds good. And her kids were several years older than ours, so we knew that she had a lot of experience with that. And we kept coming because we have found a sense of belonging here. We have found a community of people like us, a community that's really important to us. We were lucky that the Wagners and some other friends introduced us to an adult Sunday school class where we have found fellowship and community for many years. We've met lots of people through that class and others here in the church who have been raising kids around the same age, and we've really found that fellowship here. And we've also found a lot of fun being part of lots of different parts of Towson. So some of the things we've been able to get involved with are not just individually, but also as a family. So we've all gotten the chance to volunteer at the Vacation Bible Camp in the summer, which has always been fun. We've gotten to do things like Trunk or Treat, which is coming up soon and also a lot of fun. And sometimes gotten to help with the emergency food pantry and other places that really help us to see how our church is helping not just members of our own community here, but others outside. And we've really loved being a part of all the things we've been able to be involved with at Towson, things like the youth group, also being involved with the women's retreat, help and teach, pray and play, all those things that help us to see the joy and the love of our community members here. And we appreciate the fact that we're able to have that sense of community. I have seen grace in action here at Towson in many ways. One of the ways we've seen it is through how welcoming our church is to new people when they come, like they were welcoming to us the first time we came to visit. We see grace in action through how warm and caring our pastors are, how much they each care about us and all of us and want the best for us and continue to pray and support us in all the ways they can. We see grace in action through our church members, our friends who support each other through difficult times, when friends are going through cancer, when friends are going through other challenges. They support each other, pray for each other, continue to bring meals to each other, and just give each other hugs at the end of church when you need an extra hug. I see grace in action here through God's love and presence that I feel. My kids make fun of me for crying in church not infrequently when there's a hymn that really makes me feel things the way that Amazing Grace does. And I feel God's presence when I'm here, and that's why I cry in church a lot. And so that's one of the reasons that I have felt that I continue to see grace in action here every day.
And I guess the last thing to remember, of course, is why do we support this church? And I think, Erin hit on most of it. I mean, this is our church family. We didn't know that this was where we were going to be 20 years later, but here we are. And, we love this church and the group that we have here. And, so we will, continue to support the church financially, not only our church, but also all the outreach that we do as a church, UMCOR and a lot of those things. And, we all are pulled in a lot of directions to give money to a lot of different places, but I feel very comfortable giving money to this church, not only for us, but for all the outreach. And I know that the money that we do give goes directly to those places that we're trying to help with the missions, instead of being worried about who's using what money and all the controversies you hear about in the news. We know that the money we give to this church is directly helping people, helping our family and the family out in the world. And that's really important.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.